Welcome back, guys. At the end of this video, you should know how to draw this figure using AutoCAD. The first thing to do here, well, in this video, you could start it using one of two techniques. We could draw a rectangle and then do the fillet, or we could use the fillet, not fillet, chamfer command. So for this, we'll type rectangle, REC for rectangle, activate rectangle, then click on chamfer, then choose chamfer of 10. First side chamfer is 10, second 10. Then start your rectangle here. So the first line is rectangle. Rectangle with chamfer, that would cut off all the ends right here. Or you could also use rectangle, and then use circle of radius 10, one circle there, copy to here, copy to get these, then draw these, then draw those. So this is another way in which you could get the chamfer at that end. The next step is to draw the inner section here. This could be done using, again, several methods. So let me see which one I'm going to use. We could use line, we draw a line, 55 and 120. So draw a line number 2 is line, L line 20 by 55. Then move or click and drop it here, move. Or left click and drag this, drop it here to get that. The next step is we could use either offset or we could use multi-line. So fourth step, we could use offset. You could offset this up by, this distance is 5. So you would offset this up by 5, offset 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 by 5. And next step is offset. So it's offset. The next step is to fillet. So type F for fillet, then touch this end, touch that end. That will form space bar to reactivate. Touch this end, touch that end, that curve will form. Space bar to reactivate. Touch this line, touch that line, a curve will form there. Space bar to reactivate fillet, touch this line, touch that line, and a curve will form there. So what fillet does, fillet allow you to draw, when you fillet the end of a perpendicular line, you get a semicircle. Very important. So now that you have gotten this, the next step is to establish the center mark for here. So you could now move this into place. So the next step would be move. M for move. And you're gonna select this, all of this, or select everything to move. Then choose here as the base point, here as the base point, here as the base point. Now to paste it here, you're gonna use M2P, middle M2P, or middle of 2 points. Then you're gonna touch here, touch there, to drop it in the middle right here. And it will automatically form right in the middle here. Then trim out the section. trim that section, or you could delete inside here and trim that section, and that's basically how it's done. So the last command would be to trim. Trim. Yeah, and that's basically it. So to draw this, again, the first thing we do is to draw a rectangle equivalent to rectangle, which is 75 by 40 with a chamfer edge of 10. Yeah, that will generate this automatically. The next step is to use line, draw a line to get the center for these, and then move this in place to get the center for that. Then offset this by 5 to get the parallels there. Once you offset, use fillet to get the curve section here, and from fillet we move everything into the drawing. So what I typically do, I typically draw details like this outside the drawing, then move it into the drawing. Yeah. Now while moving, you will need a base point and a source point. The source point now should be the middle between these 2 points, between here and there, to get that. So we use middle of 2 points, M2P, click to drop it in the middle, and that's basically how we do that.